officially New York. Made it. Ignore my face, but it's official. I landed in New York. So, some tea. I was on my flight to New York for ShadowCon. I was gracefully asked by Emma, Fan City Central. Originally, I was gonna help Emma with ShadowCon. She basically recruited me to come out to New York and then work the convention. I was gonna originally be a PA for the celebrities, like escorting them from their panels to keep them on schedule, but then I got upgraded to being a moderator, which I was really excited about. I was gonna moderate the workshops that we're gonna have in ShadowCon, but I was on my flight and I didn't see anything, and I just landed in New York about like 3 o'clock. I look at my emails and ShadowCon is canceled. We're gonna turn this trip into something positive. My heart goes out to all the other volunteers, all the other recruits that were supposed to work this weekend. I'm about to meet some of them right now. But yeah, we're gonna make the most out of this. Cheers. Hey guys, so for this vlog, just wanted to vent something out because not sure if I'm gonna put this on YouTube or not, but if it's on YouTube, great, it's on YouTube. God, how do I say this? I'm so frustrated. Truly. I am not hired by Jailmax or Jailmac, whatever the fuck that company is, that institution is. I was organized voluntarily by, I don't think it's Jailmac. I don't even know. I have no idea. Here's what I do know. I was reached out to my friend Emma, Fan City Central. Emma is someone who I trust dearly and reliably. She was reaching out asking if anyone was available for this weekend, August 18th through the 22nd, to work the ShadowCon. And she said that they were looking for people who were organized and enjoyed events and would be okay like under pressure. I've done press for SDCC and I've done other things too, like the Superman Red Sun thing, so I felt very confident in my abilities to be like, okay, I'm happy to help, which I am. I never really said it, but I loved reading the books for Mortal Instruments, and I loved the show. That was one of those ones that I enjoyed on my own free time, but I have watched the show and I have read the books. I just didn't react to it because I thought that was just like a for me thing. I was volunteered to do this event. I'm just here to help. I'm here to make Emma, who I don't think she was the one mainly in charge, but she's the one that took charge when things were already going to shit. Just in my opinion. I'm not speaking on behalf of anybody in the company because I don't affiliate myself. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I just here as a volunteer to work this convention out of my own free will. I flew out from San Diego to New York with the intent to work as a moderator for this convention and then just honestly fill out what I need. Be anything that Emma needs as she's organizing everything. She wasn't the person that was in charge, but she's the person that, in my opinion, she saw things going wrong and she tried to fix this mess because it was a mess even before. I get on the plane and she warned me like, this is probably going to be a shit show, but we're going to do the best we can. And I know Emma and I love Emma. I fully believed her. I get on my plane and then I get off the plane. Emma, myself, everybody, blindsided. I get off the plane and I see the tweet that ShadowCon was canceled. I'm looking at everything and Emma had no idea. No one had no clue. No official statement was made. A Twitter post, by the way, is not an official statement. Let me just say, if you're posting on Twitter and social media, that's not an official statement. You didn't say anything. We saw nothing from the Marriott, where the convention was supposed to be held. Saw nothing like official saying that like, hey, it's canceled, by the way. Firstly, hours before the convention was supposed to start. People bought their tickets in 2019. You had years to plan this event and then you canceled it the day of through a tweet. No one knew. No one knew. Not Emma, which again, she's not the one that's in charge. She's a fellow Shadow fam who is just trying to do a good job, saw a mess, and she's a very organized person, so she literally tried to grab the ship by the wheel and steer it in a right direction to get some organization on this thing. I don't know who's in charge. I have no idea. I'm just venting out what I see, what I saw when I landed in New York, first thought was when I saw that everything was canceled was, where the fuck am I gonna stay? My plane ticket was free and my hotel was free, on the conscience that I would be working the event. I honestly don't know who I'm employed by. Well, technically I wasn't employed by anybody. I was just volunteered. I'm volunteering my time. I'm not getting paid for this event. However, the only things that were compensated was my hotel room and the plane. So my first thought was, oh fuck, am I stranded? Do I need to find a way to get back home? Or, because I already got here, so I'm like, clearly I have my plane ticket to go back to New York. But what about my hotel here? Am I fucked? I contacted Emma, and after a panic episode of what the fuck do I do, I was cumbered. But I'm here, and I have no reason to complain other than in my gut, I feel like Emma helped out everybody or whatever. I have no idea. But the problem I'm seeing right now is other fans. There was like, from my understanding with ShadowCon, Gelmac, I'm saying this wrong, but the company that was supposed to run this convention, who was in charge of organizing this whole thing, mind you, they had this option where you could book the hotel through their system, that if you pay like this certain price, you get like the packages of like seeing the stars and seeing all this and meeting all the people, but then also you get to book the rooms for like the whole weekend. And like it was like a block of rooms that was like reserved for everybody, right? Wrong. To find out that because of the cancellation, there's fans without a room. There's people who are fucking stuck. There's kids stuck. And it makes me frustrated. It makes me mad. And it's just, it was very sad to see. And then on my end, I'm just here to help out. Because eventually I'm like, well, I mean, I'm here in New York. Might as well try to make the best out of it. And so along with me being like, okay, let me make the best out of this situation in New York, out of the graciousness of her heart and the hearts of everyone else, Emma, Taylor, Kayla, Jessica, and myself, and countless others that are just volunteers. We weren't paid for this. We're just working. Like, we were volunteered to work this. We weren't getting paid for this. We all wanted to try to do something, especially like Emma was leading the charge of like trying to do something. So because she got like games, she got stickers, and like she got like merch and stuff, something. And on Thursday, we all landed, we got into our hotel, we got checked in, and we're like, well, what do we do? And we're like, okay, well, maybe we can meet at the thing, which is still gonna happen tomorrow. We are meeting at the Shadowhunters bench in not Times Square, Central Park. And we're gonna have a cute little meet and greet tomorrow with everybody. And then also, potentially more surprises in store. At this time, I don't know what the plan is, but I know that whatever happens, I'm just following Emma. Because today, what happened was, in the quest to make sure that everyone who is stuck here at least gets to do something Shadowhunter related, or just to like ease some stress, right? Because it's been a stressful day. I'm thankful that I was taken care of, but I can't imagine, because even in that like quick like 15 minutes of me panicking of like, where the fuck am I gonna stay? How am I good? I was panicking, and to have people like without a room, and then the company that was supposed to take care of it not saying shit, not compensating for them for their shit. People already paid their money and no refunds. It doesn't look like any refunds are being sent out. So what do you see? So much so that the actors of this show have been reaching out. They've been looking into it. People have been offering like, hey, anyone who's stuck in New York, let me send out autographs to you guys. I'm so sorry. The actor Dominic, who plays Jace, as you guys know, or if you don't know, he called his PA, his assigned PA was going to be Kayla. Dominic reached out to Kayla, who is his assigned person. And he basically was like, hey, I feel terrible about what happened. What can we do? And that was at like 5 o'clock. And he's like, I want to get a drink at 7 o'clock at the Marriott, and I want to see if I can do something. Can we make something happen? And at that time, we were all just stressed out, and we all went to the Harry Potter store, which was a good 30-minute 30-minute, like 20-minute, 35-minute walk from where our hotel was to the Harry Potter store. Kayla gets the call because that's her talent that she's in charge of. And then he was like, what can we do to make something happen that I can meet up with some fans and like something low-key, something intimate, just something. And he was very passionate about, he's like, I want to do something. I feel horrible. Can we do something? So me and Taylor raced to Times Square while Kayla and Emma were taking care of Dominic. Me and Taylor, mostly Taylor. Taylor at this point was taking charge, making sure that like we talked to the manager, sectioned off a place to have it all set. She got everything organized and we got a section of being like, okay, now we know what the plan is when Dominic gets here. So then what I did, I was basically bodyguard. So my role was when everyone started filtering in, I was like, okay, well, we need to keep it organized because there's already some people like in the lobby of where we were. We were on the 8th floor, but like everyone on the 8th floor was with their suitcases, chilling on the couches, devastated, upset, all in a group, just waiting to hear something about the rooms. And I talked with them and basically I was helping keeping them like organized, being like, hey, I know you guys are tired. Take a seat over here. And then when Dominic showed up, getting him set up, getting him settled. And then I was facilitating between getting Dominic ready to do he wanted to do like a Q&A with everybody, which I thought was super sweet. So getting him settled, they let him get a drink and everything. And then while I was keeping like organizing everything, I set up a little table to have everything like where he would sit for the Q&A and setting up the chairs around while everyone was going there. That was me. And then just facilitating. And then later when they did the line of everyone got a picture, signed what they wanted to sign, people brought him gifts. I was taking everyone's photos just like to keep the line going, just basically bodyguard / just keeping the flow, keeping organization. It wasn't much, but I wanted to contribute what I can. And it's not much because the real credit goes to like Emma, Taylor, and Kayla for pulling this shit off. And like huge thank you to Dominic for even offering to do anything like that. It just, the true passion of like this cast and this fandom truly shined through today. And I will say on here, he bought me a drink because we needed it. I'm making a joke. Dominic bought me, Emma, Kayla, and Taylor all drinks. He offered and he was like, we've had a shit day. And he's like, I'm trying to talk to people to see what the fuck is up. And we're like, oh, trust me, we all are too. And it's like, he was like, let me get you all a drink. Like, listen. And then he asked me, he's like, what do you want? I'm like, I was kind of starstruck a little bit. Not a lot to where I wasn't like professional, but I was like, vodka tonic. He's like, okay, sounds good. I'm like, all right, sure. But we got through the event and it was just filled with nothing but love. At least with the cast and like with the fans and seeing their support and like the understanding of like, hey guys, because this was a shit show, truly. And basically this whole weekend is just Emma, the captain of the ship. We said it. We're the dream team right now. Emma's the captain of the ship, organizing, making sure like things go to plan of like, how do we make this better? Kayla is a talent coordinator. We've already had some people reach out being like, hey, how, like we saw that Dominic met up with some people. How can we do that? So she's in charge of the talent and coordinating with them on how to be able to manage that. Taylor is in charge of operations. Just basically front manning, making sure like all like the venues are good and doing what we can. And then we have Emma's mom who's like made merch and selling merch that I'm gonna buy. I need to remind myself I'm gonna buy it. By the time later in the video, I probably already bought it. And then I am bodyguard / captain of the poop deck to make sure no one shits on this weekend any more than it already has been. So that's our dream team. And more of the team is flying in tomorrow morning. We have a huge plan for everyone meeting at the park. Obviously, I will vlog it so you guys can see it. Venting this out, I'm really fucking tired. I'm exhausted. And it's not just the fact that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed at 1, and then I had to wake up at 4, and then I had a 6 a.m. flight, and then I landed at 2, to find out all this bullshit happened. So I've been go. So I'm mentally exhausted. I feel for everybody that's stuck and basically struggling with a place to stay. I wish I was rich, otherwise I would have been like, how can I help? It's been a day. This New York trip, definitely not what I planned. But we're gonna have a good weekend. We're gonna make the most out of it and never have to deal with this bullshit ever again.
They have a dog. It's a shitty day. For everyone. We're all aware this is a shitty day. Thank you for joining me for this little informal, drinks thing. And I think we just treat this kind of like a panel. Like, if you have questions, pop your hand up. I'll answer whatever I can. It's nice. It's a post-date ShadowHunters thing. So I can't give any fucking spoilers. It's all done.
This is the dream team, guys. We made it happen.
3. Dream team. Not like a whisper.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you.
Go on this way.
I'm sorry. Just
Hi. Good. Go ahead. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, you're allowed to see my bedhead. It is 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go down and get some breakfast. Okay, so chaotic. All right, I gotta go head to event at about like 10:10. It is currently 9:50. This is the state of what I look like. I'm gonna make some magic happen and look all pretty. So here's the fit check for tonight, guys. It's nothing special. I was debating about this dress just because it feels a little long. I feel like it was a little like higher, than the tights would pop out more. But I feel married to this, so we're gonna see how this goes. I'm here with the captain of this ship. Emma has been doing amazing work this past weekend.
Thank you.
Really, truly, guys, this whole thing wouldn't have been like possible without Emma keeping everyone afloat. And I mean that genuinely and truly, not just because you're one of my closest friends and I'm happy that we get to see each other, but
No, it was so nice to meet you, but this has been an insane weekend, and I'm so glad we could do something for the fans, truly, because insanity.
insanity. We're making the most out of nothing.
Yes.
And where are we going?
We are going to the ShadowHunters bench to go grab a whole bunch of fans, which we're going to bring over to play some games and hang out with some cast members.
Woo!
Go Dream Team.
Go Dream Team.
I don't want to get hit by a car. Hi guys! Oh my god, there's a lot of you. Woo! Alright, so we're actually going to go across the street so we're not blocking the walkway. But do we want to maybe take like a photo or something in front of the bench, maybe? If everyone like gets behind? Yeah? I think that'd be kind of cool. On Twitter, guys. So we are going to go across the street so that we're not blocking the walkway. So basically we have a bunch of trivia and games for you. There's prizes, there's merch for sale if you have cash. We're going to meet over there, we're going to play and hang out for a bit, and then Anna is going to come a bit later if you saw my tweets. She's also going to come to the hotel again, like Dom, at 2 p.m. So for all of you lucky people who are here, you can meet her now. And if you have any friends that couldn't make it or can't make it, that's another opportunity for some other things. Okay? By the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Emma. I'm the moderator who was supposed to moderate this event, along with my friend Brittany here and Taylor, who's over there. So if you've attended any of our virtual events, you know. Thank you guys. We're glad we could do something for you. We are not associated with comics.
And we're all crossing. Woo! What fandom?
ShadowHunters!
What fandom?
ShadowHunters!
What fandom? Shadow fam, get you out of the game.
Mission. I am your agent that is going to give you the mission. I'm going to give you a location that you need to tell your driver. So you're going to nominate a guesser, my bad. You're going to nominate a guesser on your team. I'm going to give the people who are not the guessers a location to the mission. It is your job to tell your guesser where that location is without saying what that place is. For example,
Yeah.
Magnus's loft. If you were to go up and be like, okay, there's a warlock that lives here, and we need to go here in New York, and like where, and then as soon as they say it, then you guys get a point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The team that wins the most points wins. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
This is like the last episode. It's like what's in New York, but it's not the one that's in this city. It's a different one.
It's Toronto, right?
Yeah.
The Toronto.
But Vancouver?
You were right before. No, you were right before. What's in New York? We visit the New York.
The New York.
Where do they work at? Like where do they work
Oh,
at?
the Toronto Institute.
Woo!
That's right.
Impossible just means try again.
Clary. No, Alec. I meant Alec. Okay, that's fine. I did mean Alec, just so everybody knows that.
Oh, enough.
In our final round, we have this champion, Team Badass.
Woo! Woo!
And this badass, Team Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass!
Get your bets in now.
Bets in.
In what episode do Alec and Magnus meet for the first time?
The one where they have to banish a Ziggle and there's somebody Magnus to help them.
Yes, it's 1/4. It's 1/4.
I was like, oh,
dang it, I was right out of that just because the description was that. All right, 1-0. How do Clary and Jace sneak into the precinct to get the cup in episode 7?
Yeah. They glamour themselves to make themselves invisible. And then they pretend to be a fighting couple.
She's quick.
Okay, so I am just now leaving the fan event early because I need to go back to the hotel because I gotta edit some things for work back in San Diego. Thankfully, I'm on a different time zone from them so I can meet my deadline. Bought some cool merch to support. Yeah, I've always been part of this fandom, but it was more like in private, you know? So like, I read the books on my, oh my god, a bird. But I always like loved the books. I've read those on my own. I enjoy the show on my own. It's a beautiful day. I'm just excited to be part of this fandom, and we really pulled something out of nothing and happy to help.